Hello everyone, and welcome back to another deep dive into JavaScript essentials. Today, we are exploring the string prototype method .padStart. If you have ever struggled with aligning text in the console, needed to format numbers with leading zeros, or wanted to create fixed-length identifiers, this method is an absolute lifesaver. It's simple, powerful, and something you will use constantly in your day-to-day coding. In this comprehensive video, we will cover exactly how .padStart functions under the hood, look at practical scenarios like formatting digital clocks and IDs, review common mistakes developers make, and share some pro tips to make your code cleaner and more readable. Let's look under the hood at how .padStart operates. When you invoke this method, the JavaScript engine first evaluates the current length of your string. It then compares this against the target length you provided as the first argument. If the target length is less than or equal to the current string length, the method immediately returns the original string unchanged. However, if the target is greater, it calculates the difference to determine how many characters need to be added. It then takes your pad string, the second argument, and starts concatenating it to the front of the original string. It repeats this pad string as many times as necessary. If the repeated pad string would make the result longer than the target, it slices off the extra characters from the end of the padding to ensure a perfect fit. Crucially, because strings in JavaScript are immutable, this returns a completely new string. You can use this. The most classic use case for .padStart is formatting time and dates, such as turning 9:5 into 9:05 for a digital clock display. It is also heavily used in financial and database applications for generating fixed-length IDs, ensuring that 123 displays as 000123 so that lists sort correctly alphabetically. Additionally, it is excellent for masking sensitive data like credit card numbers, where you might want to show only the last 4 digits. Now let's understand the code step by step. First, we begin by declaring a constant variable named str and assigning it the string value of 5. This represents a single digit that we want to format. Then, we call the .padStart method on our string. We pass 3 as the target length and 0 as the string to use for padding, filling the gap with zeros. Then, we log the result to the console. The output displays 005, showing that 2 zeros were added to the beginning of the original string. Then, here, we declare another constant named number with the value 42. We will use this to demonstrate how the method handles custom padding characters. Then, we call .padStart with a target length of 5 and x as the pad string. Since 42 foot has a length of 2, 3 x characters are added to the start. Then, we log this new string. The output is XXX42, demonstrating that the pad character is repeated until the length requirement is met. Then, this comment indicates the output of the first console log, confirming the successful padding of the number 5. Finally, this comment indicates the output of the second console log, confirming the custom padding with the x character. Let me show you a few more practical examples. Binary formatting. This example demonstrates formatting a binary number into a full byte, 8 bits. It ensures that shorter binary strings are always represented with 8 digits, which is standard in many computing applications. Right-align text. Here we use .padStart without a second argument to right-align an array of strings of different lengths. This creates a neat, vertical column in the console output, useful for debugging tables. Now let's talk about common mistakes developers make. Assuming .padStart modifies the original string in place. Developers often try to call .padStart and expect the original variable to change. Remember that strings are immutable in JavaScript. You must always assign the result of .padStart to a new variable or overwrite the existing one to capture the changes. Passing a number as the second argument instead of a string. For example, writing str.padStart 3:0 instead of str.padStart 3:0. Ensure your second argument is always a string. If you have a number, convert it first using string or template literals, otherwise it will throw a type error. Forgetting that the method truncates the padding string. If your padding string combined with the original exceeds the target length, the extra padding is cut off. Be aware that padding is calculated to fit exactly. If you need specific alignment behavior, calculate your target length carefully to ensure the full padding string appears. Here are some pro tips to level up your skills. If you omit the second argument, .padStart defaults to using a single space character for padding. This is incredibly useful for right-aligning text in console logs. You can use .padStart for creative data masking. For example, to show only the last 4 digits of a social security number, use ssn.slice, -4.padStart, ssn.length, asterisk. Combine padStart with paddEnd to center text within a fixed width. Calculate the padding needed for both sides to perfectly center a string inside a specific character limit. We've covered the String.padStart method in depth, from its internal mechanism of calculating and truncating padding to real-world uses like formatting time and masking sensitive data. It's a powerful tool for string manipulation. Thanks for watching this detailed tutorial on String.padStart. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more JavaScript tips. Leave a comment below if you have any questions.